What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Masters of the Universe Classics Ultimates He-Man and Skeletor. Finally, we have the Super 7 version of the Masters of the Universe line hitting. We've waited for quite a bit on these, and there was a little bit of a delay, and unfortunately the delay made them change their packaging on these. So if you didn't see my unboxing of these, I no longer have the packages here. I did take a look at them at Box Art Nerd, and after that, boom, in the garbage, because they didn't give us resealable packages, which is really sad. And you know, I really don't like it because they sold these to us on getting them to pack, getting those packages with them. So, I'm sorry that this review starts on a negative, but you have to talk about that. I have to call them out on that. There was things beyond their control, they said, and in the end they had to go with this, or the figures would have been more delayed. I don't know, guys. I don't know what's better, getting the figures first, not first because they still were late, or waiting a little longer and getting the packages that we paid for, because there's nothing you can do with those packages now. You either left them mint on card or you tossed them, and I tossed them because I just I didn't care. So there you go. And that's unfortunate because the figures are decent. I've waited for a while to get like a really cool He-Man and Skeletor in my collection. I wasn't collecting this line prior, so I only bought two figures before these two. Actually, one of them I bought after I made my order for these two, and that was the Anti-Eternia He-Man, which there's a link at the end for that review, because I reviewed it pretty recently, got that at GameStop. But, these figures were $35 each, plus tax and shipping, and, when you factor that in, you don't really get that. They come with a bunch of things, which is nice, but you don't get enough for the cost, I think, and not having collectible packaging. That's unfortunate, guys. It's not good. But anywho, I'm doing this review together because I just, it's He-Man and Skeletor. They're like peanut butter and jelly in a way. Look, they even come with swords. I'm gonna look at these two first because this is the connective tissue here, besides them being, mortal enemies. So these are the two swords. They're half swords, and this has like a metallic purple, which is very nice, and this has like a nice metallic silver. Very cool. However, when you do put them together, they don't, there's not much. They don't really go together well. They're really soft plastic, and mine are very warped. Maybe some hot water might do the trick, some heat. But if you look at that, the connection is not holding at all. So, I don't know. This might be a case where, depending on how you feel about this, you might want to glue them together. But, out of the package for accessories, this is, the most bummer of accessories. It's just really cheap feeling, so it is what it is. We're going to take a look at some of the heads. Now, here you have like the standard. And now, if you don't know about these figures, these are kind of re-releases done in an Ultimate style, meaning they have a lot more accessories, some better paint and stuff. So it's pretty cool. If you never got them, it's hard to get now because they're just doing it based on pre-orders, and you have to go through aftermarket or shops like Big Bad Toy Store has them. But you're gonna pay a markup on them, and I don't know. They're not worth markup, guys. They're not worth markup. But this is a nice head, nicely sculpted and painted. I like the hair; looks good. I guess this is the standard head. I can't remember if this is the head that actually came on the figure if I swapped it out now. I don't know why, I'm drawing a blank on that. But it's pretty nice looking, very standard. Kind of Prince Atomy. Then you have like the mini comic, Alcala, Savage, He-Man, Ula? Is that his name? I'm like not the best with the mythos of He-Man. I loved He-Man as a kid, but never jumped onto it when it came back. So, you know, like a lot of it is a lot of the mythos that was like developed later that really sticks to you later in life. Kind of got lost on me. So I just want it because it's He-Man and Skeletor, and I grew up with these guys, and I really want them in my collection. These are the only two Ultimates I did get. And I don't know if I'll be getting more. Maybe. We'll see. I'm such a Trapjaw fan, but the Filmation Trapjaw was so disappointing. I got it last year. I didn't like it at all, and I sold it. So, anyway, this is a really nice head. I really, really like this one. This might be the head I use because as far as like what the history is, I will, you know, just put whatever I think looks best on my figures. So that's how I am with most toys. I don't really care about history. I don't care about canon. Anyway, this is a really nice looking head. Really nicely painted. I like it a lot. And now let's take a look at the head that's on him. This to me is very standard He-Man. Reminds me of the old toy. Not too fond of his hair coming over his, the way that it's like it's too far up on his head, I think, on his face. Don't really dig that too much, but overall it's alright. I guess it's supposed to be like wind blown, but something about it. It's like too far up on his head. Like on this side looks great. This side, I don't know, not so much. But his face again is painted well. So let's do some head swapping. There you go, nice ball joint in there. Let's try on this head. See how that looks. I can't really tell how well these heads are on. Now this head looks a little small to me. I don't know. I don't really dig that at all. It really looks tiny to me. So let's take that one off. And let's try the Savage head, which is the head I really like. That's pretty cool. Dig that a lot. Something about it is just really like, yeah, barbarian, you know? Very nice. And you can take off his little chest guard here and, you know, really go for that look. This fell off, but, you know, the axe and the... Oh. Let's take out... I'm just going to take out his accessories. So it is attached here and here, and then you want to take that off, and you could just slip this off if you want that look. But that's really good looking. It's a nice head. Savage He-Man. It's pretty cool. Taking a look at his axe, really nice, gray plastic with some silver highlights. I dig it. I really dig the silver on it, and it really brings it out nicely. Looks really good. Feels solid. Nice, solid feeling axe. This is the more mini comic Alcala. The artist is Alcala. Really classic, awesome artist. Same deal. Gray, silver. Looks really good. So this is that style axe. I really like this one a lot too. And he's got his regular sword, which is a bit warped, so it's a little bit unfortunate too. Might need a little heat, we'll see about that. But same deal, silver. And yeah, so this one's a little skinnier. I dig that. Both nice though. just a little bit warped. Lastly, he has his shield. The red on the gray. A little bit of a chip in there on the paint, but it's alright. You know, and this clips onto his wrist fine. So pretty cool. So let's look. We've looked at all the heads. Let's look at the rest of the sculpt on He-Man. See if this head bothers you. Let's. Ooh, man, that's a tight fit. All right, let's go with that head. Despite the hair, it still probably looks the most right. So the rest of the body looks good. You know, it's like a nice dark, deep skin, and there's a little bit of washes going on through the muscles. You know, it's just very slight little picks at it. Just to get, I don't think it's on his chest at all, but like on his arms for sure, I see a little bit of a little shadow. And on his arms, I like the sculpt. Looks good on his gauntlets, and the paint is really nice as well with the orange and the brown, as well as his belt buckle. And little loincloth here looks good. Very nicely done. This wristlet looks fine. So pretty cool. This is really nice as well. I like the reds, the deep red on the gray molded plastic. It's simple, but it works. Works really good. Legs looks good. He's just like a really, it's a nice mold for sure. This, you know, despite like the actual mold being, I don't, at least 10 years old now. It's just really, definitely feels really good still, and looks good. I mean, this is like really, this is definitely the ultimate as far as He-Man goes. His boots look really good as well, sculpted really well, and the paint looks nice on it. You know, the black straps. I'd say on his feet, it looks like it could have been painted another coat on this like brownish maroon boots. Yeah, definitely. But pretty good. He's really solid as well. I saw Pixel Dan had like some problems with his ankles or something being loose. Mine is not at all. So let's go in reverse articulation. I never do that. Let's start at the feet. So you do get an ankle rocker there. I mean, well, not an ankle rocker. Ankle hinge. Sorry. And yeah, it's tight on mine, guys. You get a boot cut there. You get a single jointed knee. And then legs are on a swivel and a hinge combo. So you get that much further out, that much kick in, that much to the back. So a little tight. Swivel waist. You got an ab there. Ab cut, very good. Swivel wrists, single jointed elbow, bicep swivel, hinge, and swivel combo at the shoulder. Head, as you saw, is on a ball joint, so you can look down. Not so far up though because of his hair, and it goes all around. So not bad, not bad at all. Nice He-Man figure. I really dig it. So pretty cool there. Let's look at Skeletor, and we're gonna start with the head as well. He comes with this Kaldor head. Keldor is Prince Keldor is who Skeletor used to be. So the head is painted nicely again, pretty good. Everything is in place right. The little goatee looks good. His mustache looks good. His hair is just jet black, so nothing, no variance in there. His eyes are painted fine. I really have no use for this. I will never use this. So. But it's neat for you Masters of Universe fans. This is the Alcala Head, which I think I will be using on the Skeletor. It is just really, really nice. I love the deep set red eyes with some purple around it. The teeth are what really make it. They are painted really great. I love the green on this one. It's just really creepy and cool. I like how the head like fits in to the hood. Really nicely done. Very, very nice. We will check that out further in a second. Here's the regular head, and this is good as well, but like the teeth are just kind of painted the same as the skull, which is fine. And it's got more color variance in this one. It's got some yellows and some, you know, mixed in there with the greens. It gives it a cool look. And then the eyes are a little further in. They're just painted, whereas like they just painted sockets there in red, while this one actually has like little balls in there, which is cool. So I dig them both. You know, they're very different. Again, you can just pop them off. I'm gonna take off this stuff. He's all like, I had these guys all accessoried out, but take that off. Let's pop this one in. That looks pretty cool. I like that a lot. So very nice. Looks good. So yeah, I don't know. They both look really cool. And then the Skeletor head, Skeletor. This cape, I believe, came with the Skeletor figure originally, if I read that correctly. So, and that's how he looks with this, if you care to do that. Not for me. Let's look at his cape. Just one solid, it's not super solid, it's actually soft plastic, but it's really well done. It's like harder soft plastic than normal. There's a little bit of shading in there too. I didn't notice that at first, but now I'm looking at the camera. Some black in there on the purple. Well, that's pretty cool. I don't know how well it's picking up on camera, but you can definitely see it well. So it's a nice cape, and you know, you just put it in or you don't. I definitely dig the cape on Skeletor for sure. Skeletor, let's give you a head. Ugh, such a tight fit. Alright, so we already saw this sword, which we'll never need. And then here is his regular sword. Really nice, metallic purple again, beautiful. I love the metallics on these. These look really good. The mini comic sword, again looking real nice. I think I like He-Man's better for some reason than Skeletor's of these two, but they both look good. And then of course he has his staff, Havoc staff. Is it called a Havoc staff? I believe it's called Havoc staff. Which looks really cool. The handle here is just a molded purple plastic, but then the skull has metallic purple over it, which is very nice. It's all around. The whole head is a metallic wash on there, which really, really, really accentuates it. I really dig that. It looks gorgeous. So very cool. This is great. Good job. Now, the rest of his sculpt and paint. Unlike He-Man, I don't see. I do actually. I'm sorry. There is some color variation in his skin on his arms, so that's pretty cool. On top of, you know, these guys are like the same, you know, body sculpt pretty much, base body, which is very good. It's like classic but updated He-Man. You know, 4 Horsemen designed these guys, and they did such a great job that, you know, 10 years ago that, you know, that Super 7 didn't, when they got the license, they really didn't need to change anything. You know, kept going with Super 4 Horsemen. If it's not broke, don't fix it. You know, this is perfect for He-Man. It evokes the old line, but making it modern, and it just looks really good. So I like his arms. I really like how you know, they're all kind of spiky. It's like having a glove without having a glove, and you can see how they could repaint these into like other you know, other figures and stuff. So, and I'm sure they have, because this is an old mold. His whole piece up here is really nice. You got the purple, and then you got black over here on the shoulders with a nice metallic purple, you know, balls on there. This one is a little painted outside the line, but it's fine. You know, it is what it is. It's not the worst. This kind of like pinkish, reddish circle in the middle here has a little chip in it, which is, my eye keeps going to it, which is a bummer, but it's not so bad. So otherwise, it's pretty good. I'm guessing you could take this off of him as well. Yep, clips off. I won't be doing that in the video, but you can do it. It's something you can do. His undies here is nice. Like his little chainmail part here is good. Same thing, like a purple with like metallic purple over at these, you know, the little rivets here, all purple, metallic purple, and then you got black underneath it and the loincloth. Very cool. Legs look good. It's sculpted really well too. I really like how all of his stuff, and the bat thing here is sculpted really nicely into it. So beautiful sculptor out. His feet looks good. I love these types of boots. You know, again, I'm sure they've used these a million times, but they look great. You know, the sculpt is really nice. It's just a purple, and then black toenails are painted nicely. So very good overall. I really dig them. You know what, guys? I'm gonna take it back. They were worth $35. You know, like, now that you know, sometimes you need to form an opinion for yourself, and whether you have it before you start talking about something or not, you know, like, that's why I do my videos the way I do. I kind of like the organic way of like just exploring the figure for yourself here on camera for you. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at my figure and I'm trying to gather opinion on my figure. You take that opinion and you do with it, you know, how you wish. I'm never here to try to sell you or not. I'm here to examine the figure that I bought, you know, so for myself, first and foremost. And I hope I help a lot of people out while I do that. But there you go. I like it, and now I feel like, now that I've looked at them and check them out, I still feel like, you know, like I said at the top of the video, that it's poor on Super 7 to do that with the packaging when they sold us on a different type of packaging. But I do feel like I got enough stuff here, and the figures feel good enough where they're, you know, pretty worth it. Like, they're pretty fun. So let's look at some you know, some usual suspects that are here right now as size comparisons. There's a NECA Pacific Rim Gypsy Danger, Ultimate Gypsy Dangers. Speaking of ultimates, right? Here's Daredevil from Marvel Legends. We have Commander Zaffi here from SH Figure Arts. How about another Four Horsemen design figure? Here's Lord Power. Super Mecha Godzilla. Actually, I have Groot here. He's hanging around here again. And first time you're seeing him in one of my videos. How about Marvel Legends Moon Knight? Actually, one more, because this guy's really big and I think he stands really well with these guys. Death's Head 2. Yeah, I took a lot of guys out of the packages last night, folks. I was getting rid of some boxes, and Marvel Legends are always the ones that have to go. So, yeah, big guy. So look for reviews of those figures pretty soon. But these two guys, I really dig them. Finally, awesome to have He-Man and Skeletor, two classic characters from the 80s that I grew up with in my collection. I did not have, modern representations of them, so really glad I went in on these two. Will I get more from Super 7? Yeah, it depends on the character. I do kind of regret not getting Ram Man, because I always liked Ram Man. But we'll see how it goes. For now, I am really happy to have He-Man and Skeletor in my collection. It's, one of those childhood things that you need to have, So, yep, that's all I got for this video, guys. Overall, I really dig him. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check out my Facebook page, ULTRAZILLA Toys. And until next time, peace out, peeps.